Hello and welcome to Women's Financial Empowerment Group. I'm your host, Ruth Agbeloso. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. If this is your first time, please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. Oh, and leave a comment. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Please go ahead and like, share, do all those wonderful things. On this channel, I discuss all things financial, making money, saving money, investing money, and more. So you're going to want to come back over and over to hear what I have in store for you. I am a financial coach, and it's my job to help you get from point A to point B in your financial journey. So if you think that financial coaching or financial consulting may be right for you, go ahead and see my information in the description box, and let's figure out whether or not we'd be a good fit to work together. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to survive in a cashless society. Yes, that's right, how to survive in a cashless society. And I'm recording from FinCon, which is a financial convention for creators in the financial sector. So stick with me to the end of the video if you want to hear some tips for how to survive in a cashless society. Okay, let's get right into it. So if you're one of those people who like to go out with cash in hand because you don't want to use credit cards or debit cards, it can be quite daunting when you get to some place that is cashless. I know I said cashless society, but as of now, there are no societies that are completely cashless. But you will run into more and more places that don't accept cash, particularly this hotel that is hosting this event. They do not accept cash for anything. So anything that you would like to purchase, you'd have to use either a credit card, debit card, or charge it to your hotel room. So again, for someone who is used to using just cash and not using any type of digital currency, it may be a little bit daunting. You know, you came prepared to spend a certain amount of cash, and now you're told, sorry, we don't take cash. So how do you survive in a situation like this? That's what I want to share with you today, how to survive, and also some benefits and some drawbacks for going cashless. Okay, so here's how to survive in a cashless society. Number one, you're going to want to make sure you know how much money is available to you. You want to make sure you have enough money to cover whatever expenses. So for instance, if you're going to spend $200 on your credit card, you want to make sure that you have $200 to cover that cost. Like I've said in other videos, you want to make sure you're able to pay off that right away. So you don't want to spend more than what you have available in the bank to spend. Also, you want to make sure that you know what your credit limit is if you're using a credit card. You want to make sure you don't go over what you normally spend on your debit card. You want to know all these figures. Also, you want to make sure that you have a budget and you stick to it. Yes, you have to stick to your budget. And believe it or not, sometimes it can be even harder to do that when you're spending with digital currency. You may get caught up in the trap of, hey, I have a card and oh, I can spend this amount. And so you just keep spending. Of course, if you're used to spending cash, you know that once that cash is gone, that's it, right? So it's very hard when you then switch to a situation where you cannot see the money that's being spent. But like I said, having a budget and sticking to it will help you to survive in a situation like that, because you don't have to worry about overspending when you're sticking within the parameters of your budget. So here are some benefits for going cashless. There's definitely some benefits, and I'm sorry out there if you do not like going cashless, if you feel like digital is too cumbersome and you're like trapped in a situation like this where you have to use digital currency. Here are some benefits, like I said before. Number one, your money is better protected. Imagine a scenario where you accidentally walk away from your pocketbook or your wallet and you have some cash in there. You don't know where it is, but you need to get some things. Now you're out of luck. You cannot spend any money because you do not have your cash. right? Or somebody walks off with your cash and they spend it. Of course, if you have a credit card, someone can use your credit card, but you can dispute those charges with your credit card company. And in most cases, you can win and get that money back. So it definitely provides a level of protection for your money in that situation. Another benefit is you can better manage your money. I know before I mentioned that there's a risk of overspending, but what I like about using digital currency is that you can see every penny that you've spent. So you can see the tips that you paid, you can see all the little tiny expenditures. Now, the difference is when you use cash, you know that cash just goes and goes and goes, and you don't even know where it went at the end of the day. But with digital currency, you're able to see a breakdown of everything that you spent, and that way you can more manage your money and just keep everything in line, keep better track of it. So that's definitely one of the benefits. Now, for the cons. One of the cons of using a cashless system is that you're more likely to be hacked. Yes, those hackers are out there making a living off of your information, either selling it or I don't know, whatever they do with their information. But yes, you're more likely to be hacked. However, you can put some security measures in place with your account to make sure that it's better protected. Will you not get hacked 100% guaranteed? I can't tell you that, but I can tell you that with those security measures, you have more protection for your money. The next con that I see is extra fees. There are some situations where you have to pay extra fees if you're using a credit card or if you're using some other digital payment method. So you definitely want to be aware of what those charges are, if there are any charges ahead of time. Then you can gauge, where you want to spend that money or how you want to spend it. Or just be aware that, yes, there's going to be fees and you're going to factor that into your overall budget. Another con is that you may go into an establishment and they may not take your form of payment. I know that Discover card is not accepted in a lot of places that I've been in, and that's one of my major credit cards that I like to use. So I would definitely suggest that if you're a Discover card user, that you have another form of payment available, such as a Visa card or a MasterCard. I definitely have more than one, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you only have one method of payment to use, and then if they don't accept that, then you have nothing. So you want to make sure that you're covering your bases there. So those are some of the cons that I see. I don't know if you have some cons or some pros that I did not mention. Definitely leave them in the comment section. Will we ever go completely cashless? I do not know. Many people have speculated about that. I know we like to say cash is king, but as we can see, more and more places are doing away with cash. So it's important for us to be prepared and manage our money well, whether we're using cash or we're using digital currency. I hope the information that I've shared has been helpful to you. As a financial coach, I help my clients manage their money better so that they can build wealth and leave a legacy for their children. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and reach out to me and we can have a conversation about this to see whether or not I can help you begin to build your wealth and leave a legacy for your children. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and share this video and leave a comment and let me know if something that I've said resonated with you or if there's something that I left out that you want to share with our community. And remember, change your mind, change your pocketbook.